everyone. It is No Drama Makeup Mama. I've had a break. It's been about, well, other than my sale, it's been about 3 weeks since I posted a video. And I kind of was like, I just kind of needed a little time to reevaluate my priorities. But I got a palette in the mail today and it's too good. It's too good to not share. Actually, I don't know. I haven't tried it. I was waiting for you guys. But I got ABH Norvina Collection Volume 3, which I got it, honestly, because I liked the cover better than the blue one. But also because the blue one had a lot of blues and greens. And I have Blue Blood, and I have some other palettes that have a lot of those colors. But I loved that this still was really super colorful, but still had some, but they're all like warm. Even the greens and the purples is all like warm tone, and it's very fall. So love it so far. So what we're gonna do is have our handy dandy cameraman come and move the camera so that we can do some arm swatches. I'm gonna have to be really tiny on my swatches because I don't wanna like take my whole arm up, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll be right back. Okay, so if you guys can see, we have the beautiful palette right here. So I'm just gonna go down the rows. You know that these don't have names, they're just A through E, and A through 1 through 5. So we're gonna go A1 with my thumb, A2, A3, 4, 5. All right, so this is A1. Okay. A2, pretty orange. A3 is kind of similar, but it's a little cooler. A4 is a lime green. And A5, ooh, is like coral. All right, so now we're moving on to the B's. All right, so I've got B1 on my thumb, B2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that one was really creamy. All right, so this is B1. Ooh. B2. Ooh. B3. It's a little patchy. B4, beautiful. B5. Those two look really, really similar, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Fingers clean. Moving right along. C1, 2, 3, 4, and C5. C5 looks really similar to B1, so we're gonna see. All right, so this is C1. So, oh, that's really pretty. C2, which is like a true cherry red. C3, which is more of a cinnamon color. C4. Ooh, that's a little patchy too. And C5. Okay, well, this has got like a gold reflective glitter in it, and that has more of a silver. So I'm guessing that's the difference. All right. Now we're gonna do D1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is D1. Gosh, okay. So this color, this color, this color, and this color all look really similar. This is D2. It's a little warmer gold. D3 is green. D4. And D5 is, I think that's probably a topper because it doesn't show up that much. All right. Last row. So E1, E2, E3, E4, and E5. All right. So this is E1. The greens, I'm going to have to say, are swatching really patchy. That is E2. That's E3, which that color and that color look the same. E4 is yellow, and E5 is like a sparkly purple. Okay, so yes, it's very warm with some shots of different colors. I'm gonna say I'm hoping that these perform a lot better than they swatched. The volume 1 swatched really, really well and went on really, really well. So I'm hoping that maybe these just aren't swatching well. Because with the few exceptions in the mattes, they're really patchy. So, and there's not a whole lot of shimmer in this. So the mattes are going to have to be good. All right. I'll meet you back in just a few. Okay, so we are back. I'm not gonna say I was overwhelmed by those swatches. Like, I'm a little wary now because the other one swatched so pretty. The Norvina Volume 1, it was so pretty. So, I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that they go on better. Usually I'd use my MAC Painterly Pot to do eyeshadow, but I actually got a little sample of the Anastasia eye primer that's new. Ooh, it's really liquidy. Okay. Okay, well, just so you guys know, a dab will do ya. Good grief. Oh my goodness, what have I done? What have I done? I need help. Help. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Anastasia eye primer, you need very little of. Ah. Oh my gosh, I have so much on my eye. I'm trying to like rub it off without rubbing the crap out of my eyeballs. Oh goodness. Okay, so this is almost like a paint. Like, I know it says it's Painterly Pot, but you know, the Painterly Pot is a cream. And this is like, I think I have too much on, which is gonna, oh God, and it just got on me. Oh, wow. This is starting off really well, guys. Yay. Now, you guys know, before I start in on this and say anything bad about anything, Anastasia Beverly Hills is one of my favorite eyeshadow brands. So, you guys know I love them. This is an honest review. I'm not gonna put a base color down because this does not come with a base color and I'm doing first impressions. So, I'm gonna go in with C1, which is the lighter gold color, and it is shimmery. I'm actually gonna start on my eyelid. You know, I've been kind of trying to spice it up, the looks that I do. And I mean, a lot of times they still come out the same way, but they at least start different. You kind of, you know, as you do your makeup and you get familiar with what looks good on your eye, you kind of get into okay, well, I know that this is going to make my eye look bigger, or, you know, help my eye look not as hooded or whatever. And you just kind of figure it out as you go, and that's what you do. But sometimes it's nice to play with things. So this is a shimmery champagne color that I just applied to my eyes on the inside corner to the out. And now I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do, Jessica? I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use this C4, which is like a really dark burgundy. I'm gonna go on the outside of my eye with that. So basically doing what I always do with my eyeshadow, just backwards. I usually do this after I do my transition and everything, but for this look, cause I'm kind of I'm winging it, I'm gonna do it backwards. Also, I have found that it blends better sometimes when you do your eyelids first. So. But that, which looked kind of patchy on my arm, is showing up very nicely. And there's been no fallout yet. I probably just spoke too soon, but as of yet, there is no fallout. Okay, so now I have like a berry kind of burgundy color and a champagne color. We are doing a fall neutral what have you I ran out of words to say fall. Okay, so on my transition, I'm gonna go in with C3, which is right next to C4. And it's kind of, It's a brown, but it's more of like a, it's kind of an orangey brown. An orangey brown, if you will. I'm just gonna kind of stay close to the brow bone with that. Okay, so these colors are showing up very well. So my concerns about the way they swatch. See, that's why you guys, you can't trust swatches. Swatches give you a good idea of what the color story looks like. And sometimes we'll give you a good idea of what the texture of an eyeshadow is. But you never know until you actually put it on your eyes and you're using a primer. Like when you're using your fingers have oil on them, so they're obviously gonna affect the way that they go on your hand. But your hand is dry skin, it's not primed, and it's not the same skin as your eyelid, it's completely different, so you never know. So far, it's so good on this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with a smaller squishy brush. Squishy brush? No, that's not right. That's not the right word. That wasn't the word I was looking for. I'm gonna go with a Luxe 2237 blending brush. And I'm gonna go up from C3 to B5, which was another kind of taupey brown color. And I'm just gonna go right above and kind of help blend that in. This palette has a lot of greens in it, and I was really thinking about, like, how can I incorporate the most of these colors? But I figured I could either do like a brown and green look, or I could do a brown and like purple look. And since it's fall, I don't associate green a lot with fall. Unless it's like an olive color, and the greens in here are very bright. So that's why I was like, yeah, we're gonna stick with this. So there's my logic behind it in case you cared. I'm gonna take my Cis Glam brush to make sure it's not dirty, because sometimes they are. And I'm gonna go into D5, which was that kind of glittery. I might have to wet this one. And I'm gonna go right in the center of my, yes, it needs to be wet. So I'll take my MAC Fix Plus. Go into D5. Go in the middle of my eye. Just kind of lighten that part up a little bit. And also just trying to create a transition between that burgundy color and the champagne. And I'm actually gonna go with the same brush into the champagne again, which was C1, and go right in the corner. Oh yeah, ooh, girl. Okay. Apparently she just needed to be wet. Okay, I hear you all chuckling. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Larry, is the oven still on?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, because it made a noise, that's what I was asking. All right, now I'm gonna take a bigger brush, and I feel like I still need a little bit of a transition there. So I'm gonna go into D4, which was that kind of sparkly rust color. And I'm gonna just kind of do this. Ooh, ooh. I like it when I do things and I'm not sure how it's gonna look, and then I do it and I'm like, yes. Sometimes there's a learning curve for me too. And when I say sometimes, I mean pretty much all the time. Just kind of re-emphasize that gold. I mean, I feel like I'm almost done. I'm gonna go in with a bullet. These are the precise blending brushes, the ones that are real thin tipped. I'm gonna go into E2, which was that chocolate brown. Tap it, and then I'm gonna go, like if I open my eye, the brush would be in my crease. And I'm just gonna go back and forth, little tiny micro brushes. And all I'm doing is re-emphasizing my crease. And I like this brown because it still has that kind of almost mauve tone so it's very fitting with the rest of my eyeball. I'm gonna take a little bit of it and just do right on the edge, kind of do my V. And I'm gonna blend, don't worry. But I'm gonna take a little bit of that under my eye. Yes. Okay, so far, and I know I haven't used all the colors, but the colors I've used I'm really enjoying, which makes me super happy because I picked this one because, like I said, this one had less of the bright blues and greens like Volume 2 had. And I feel like I own Blue Blood and I own Jawbreaker and I own some Pinky Rose ones that have a lot of those blue and green and really bright colors. And so I didn't really want another palette like that. I wanted one that had warmer colors. So I got this one. All right, so I'm gonna go a little under my eye. I'm digging this. All right, so I'm gonna go back into C3, which was the first color I put down on my transition, and I'm just blending. So when you go back to blend, if you're trying to get rid of any lines or anything like that, you can just barely touch your brush in the shadow because really you don't need any more color. You just kind of need that, like, I don't know, that little oomph to kind of just help blend. Because see the difference? You see how this is obviously way more blended than this one. So you're just going back and kind of, you're not doing the long windshield wiper things. You're almost doing like a little tiny circular motions. And all that's doing is just blending the colors together. All right. So I feel like I'm kind of done. I think I need a little bit more gold. I think I'm obsessed with gold right now. Gold. Yes, I love gold. I mean, how pretty is that? I'll tell you one thing, Anastasia usually is right on with their shimmers. Like their shimmer shadows are always so pretty. Okay. Well, I'm going to, actually, while I'm on camera, I'll do this. I'm going to go into that D4, which is the color I put in between my eye. And I'm going to line right under my eye. And yes, I'm using the same brush. Sometimes it's good to conserve brushes. So just like right under to about, almost so there's just like a third of my eye left. And then on with the wet brush again, I'm going back into D5, which was that sparkle with a little bit of orange in it, and going right in the corner of my eye. And I think honestly, like, I know sometimes I go a little overboard. Excuse me. Oh. But I kind of think that this would be a wearable look. I know sometimes like I said, I know sometimes I go a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I think that you could wear this like out and about without getting stares. And if you got stares, it'd be because you looked so gorgeous. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. You probably would look gorgeous. I'm just saying, I'm not saying, oh my God, look at me, I'm gorgeous. Okay, anyway, on that note, I'm just digging a hole. So I'm going to put some eyeliner on and some mascara on, and then I will be back for my final thoughts. Back for my final thoughts in just a minute. All right, so I'm back. So I put a little mascara on. I did a little bit more highlight. I did a lip color and some eye pencil. Yeah. I don't know why I just asked you, like, you guys would have, like, you're like, yeah, eye pencil, obviously. So what do I think about ABH Norvina Volume 3? Okay, first of all, I think it's a little weird that they announced Volume 2 was coming out on the 26th. And then, like, the day before, they're like, oh, yeah, Volume 3 is coming out, too. That's my real beef with it, because I'm like, especially for, I mean, there's $60 eyeshadow palettes. So she's come out with 3 $60 eyeshadow palettes in the last month. For those of us that, you know, don't have millions of dollars just disposable income or don't get PR. It's kind of like, you know, you want to stay current, you want to do things with the new palettes, but that's $180 you would have spent on just Anastasia Beverly Hills for the last month and a half or month or whatever. So I thought it was a little weird that she came out with two of them at the same time. I don't know the reasoning behind it. I'm sure she had reasoning. I love the packaging. This is so much sturdier than this. Also, like, I'm in love with these. These are my OGs. But you know, they did get dirty, and it's nice that this feels really, really, really sturdy. And the mirror is the whole cover. So, and also pigmentation, really pretty. It is different enough from the other one that I don't regret having two. That was my one thing, and I'll actually do that so you guys can see. So this is the volume 3 that I just got. Can I do this? Can I hold both of these at the same time without dropping them? Probably, maybe. And this is the volume 1. So, ooh, hold on. I got it. Okay, so that's volume 1, and this is volume 3. Two very, very different eyeshadow palettes. So, right, my husband's looking at me like, I don't know if they're that different.
Very different.
Yeah, they're very different, completely different color stories. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that it would have been really easy just to come out with a different version of the same thing. But there are completely different colors. I don't think one color... Actually, B4 in the orange one and C4 in the purple are the same color. And E2 and E5 are the same color. And E3 and E2 are the same color. So there's a couple colors that overlap. And like E4 and D1 look a little bit alike. But the color story in general is completely different. So I'm a huge fan. I'm a big fan. Like I said, I know that it's $60. It's not, you know, I mean, it's more expensive than Jeffree. And I always get a little concerned. Why don't you go in there? Okay, he doesn't want to go in there right now. I always get a little concerned when when cosmetic companies start popping out palettes like this. Like, it kind of concerns me a little bit. Cause I don't know about you guys, but I'm the type of person that I like to anticipate stuff coming out and think that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be exciting. I'm so, you know, I'm just so jazzed about it. And when they come out with them so often, perfect example, ColourPop comes out with new palettes every single week. It kind of just loses the luster, you know? You kind of lose that enthusiasm and that excitement because you know that another palette's going to come out in a couple weeks. And I think Anastasia's kind of starting to trend in that direction. From the time they created Alyssa Edwards, they've done Jackie Aina Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. They've done 4 palettes in the last like 4 or 5 months. So it's a little much. But they're good. So, you know, decide for yourself. This is my look. I hope you loved it. I hope that you're glad I'm back. I'm glad to be back. I don't know how much I'm going to be posting. I'm not going to try to set a schedule or anything, but when I have new stuff come in, I do have some new stuff that I really want to share with you guys. I also have some new skincare that I think is phenomenal and needs to be brought into the light. So I'll be doing a couple videos. Let me know down below what you guys want to see me do since I've been absent a little bit. What is there a palette that you like have been dying for somebody to try, or you know, just a certain type of look? Just let me know. Anything you're thinking down below. If you like my videos and you're not subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn it gray for me. And yeah, let's all take a deep breath and let it out and be still.